We are back in England. It's been a minute, but we are back at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. Hey, it's Andrew Park Rovers. We are back at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg for Food and Wine 2024. Let's check it out. As usual, let's check out the Emporium. I was actually here last night to ride Loch Ness, and I didn't see anything new. There's the 2024 merch here, but I did want to point out, right when you walk in on the right, they have some of the best t-shirts. I like this Apollo's Chariot t-shirt. This is $35.99. And then on the left side here, they have some other really cool t-shirts. These are $32.99. I actually ended up buying the Grogan's Pub t-shirt. By the other entrance on the end cap, they still have the wolf and the Big Bad Wolf merchandise. I pointed out this jacket last time. Really like this. And again, that jacket is $74.99. Continuing on in England now, and I wanted to point out the construction walls are down, at least partially. We're still awaiting the reopening of Squire's Grill, but now you can walk right up to it. One thing to note, even though this area has reopened a little bit, the restrooms are still closed here in England. There's a wall back there. Ooh, a water bottle filler. I don't know why I didn't notice this before. As I mentioned, we are here today for the Food and Wine Festival, one of my favorite events here at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. And I think we're gonna buy that 15-item sampler. Sampler card acquired. This cost me $99.07. I like that there's a booklet this year that tells you what's new at each of the festival kiosks. So now we are in Scotland, and there's one thing we always do in Scotland, and that is to visit the Highland stables. Here's Eddie, has his rear facing us, and here's Dakota. Maybe they're talking to each other. And here's my favorite Clydesdale, Dustin, sitting down. Also here in Scotland, I wanted to point out some of the new merch here at Tweedside Gifts. I actually got my Loch Ness Monster member sticker, member reward here at Tweedside last night. Right inside Tweedside Gifts is where you'll find the new Loch Ness Monster, The Legend Lives On merchandise. Here's the new shot glass. This is $11.99. A new lanyard pouch. This is $7.99. The new lanyard is $9.99. Now let's check out the prices on some of these t-shirts and sweatshirts. This t-shirt here is $34.99. Nothing on the back. This sand-colored t-shirt seems to be pretty popular, and it is $32.99. This gray t-shirt, also $32.99, says Skipper on the back. I'm not a big sweatshirt person, but I love this one. This is $74.99. Here's a turquoise long sleeve. This is $39.99. And finally, this pullover is $59.99. All right, that's a look at some of the new merchandise here for the Loch Ness Monster, The Legend Lives On. The Loch Ness Monster has just reopened for member preview, and it officially opens to the public on May 10th. I just released a video of the full experience, so you can watch that on the Park Rovers channel if you want to know what the ride is like. I'm actually thinking about going on another ride right now. It's only 10:22 and the food and wine booths don't open till 11:30. So I think we'll go on another ride. If only there was someone to ride with me.
I know.
Anyone. Look who's here, Jay from Mick Venture, Coaster Vlogs. How's it going?
It's going great.
I loved my ride on this coaster last night. You haven't been on yet.
I have not been on it, and I've heard it's smoother than it was before, and new effects in the tunnel. And
Yeah, I think it's a little smoother, and I love
spiel.
Yeah, everything, the effects, everything's fantastic. It is a great improvement here at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. And before we ride, got to put stuff in a locker. All right, it is time.
Upon a new team, welcome. We've just made a bit of a discovery for you. We found this craft washed ashore. Looks like rock, but you could be lurking anywhere. So I need you to keep your eyes and ears.
The legend lives on. Let's go.
Discovery for you. We found this craft washed ashore. Looks like Nessie found them.
Well, that was awesome. A couple of rides on Nessie with Jay, and now it's time to start our food and wine experience. And to kick things off, we are headed back inside Tweedside Gifts. So here it is, the Taste for Thrills from Aleworks Brewing Company, specifically for the Food and Wine Festival. Cheers to food, wine, beer, and Nessie. So now it is time to go booth by booth, and we've got actually 17 items to try today, so we've got some ground to cover. I'm definitely going to need Jay to help me out with 17 items today. I don't think I can do that by myself. So the first booth here is Virginia, and I actually tried this crab cake slider last night, and it was fantastic. $10, a little steep, but if you're using one of your sampler items, I think it's definitely worth it. I also noticed you can get the Taste for Thrills lager I just had in can on draft here. I had the St. George Honeymead lager here last night as well. So from this booth, I definitely recommend the crab cake slider. The Hush Puppies are always fantastic. And I think I've had the apple crisp. So this is definitely a must stop if you're headed out here. Each of these stops at the Food and Wine Festival has some information about it. So you have some information about Virginia right here. Next up is Highland Spirits. Highland Spirits is over here, sort of by Loch Ness. I ended up getting a sample of the Copper Fox. This is actually distilled out of Williamsburg. Oh, it's warming me up. Yeah, this is pretty good. Maybe we can see Jay up there. Here comes the Alpen Express. I love the train here. If you come to Busch Gardens Williamsburg, definitely get on the train here. Now we're continuing our food and wine voyage across Killarney Crossing to Killarney, Ireland, to Africa. Africa is a new stop at Busch Gardens Food and Wine Festival, so everything is new, and I think the peri peri chicken is very popular. I'm with Jay now, and I think we're going to try to eat the menu here.
Yeah.
All four of the items here. And this location has very nice theming. You definitely feel like you're a little bit in Africa, in Ireland. All right, this is what we are dealing with. Here is the peri peri chicken, Mozambique grilled chicken skewer, chili garlic sauce, and coconut rice. Looks pretty good. And to the right, looks like the babadi. This is from South Africa, beef curry and baked egg custard. And here is the kashari. This is from Egypt. This is a blend of rice, pasta, lentils, chickpeas, crispy onions, and zesty tomato sauce. And finally, this is the milk tart. This is from South Africa, a sweet pastry crust and spiced milk custard. All right, it is time to dig in. You ready? You gotta help me.
Oh man, I'm so ready. That looks pretty good right there.
This right here?
Yeah.
All right, I think we are going to start with the peri peri chicken. Again, all of these items are brand new this year. Yeah, let's do it. I don't know if you cheers. Do you cheers?
Cheers.
Nice char on the chicken, I think. I think it's good.
A little spicy, but
Yeah, actually the garlic sauce is kind of coming through. All right, yeah, I'm upgrading. 4 out of 5 stars.
Yeah.
I don't have a star system yet, but 4 out of 5.
4.5.
4.5?
I destroyed that thing.
Oh, you crushed it. Have some rice, coconut rice. Apparently these sold out the first weekend because they were so popular. I think also hard to go wrong with grilled chicken. Okay, next up, we're getting really experimental here. This is the kashari. I've definitely never had anything like this. Okay. It's interesting.
All right, Jessica, Charlie, and Trip, if you guys are watching this video, let's try this out when we come. All right, this is pretty good.
I would say the peri peri chicken's probably so far the way to go here. I definitely I enjoyed the kashari. It's interesting.
Kashari is good, but
Yeah.
I definitely think peri peri chicken.
Here's another thing I don't think I've ever had in my life. This is called babadi from South Africa. Beef curry and baked egg custard. Another thing that's difficult to share, I would say. We'll do our best here. Okay, here we go. Babadi. Oh, it's a little sweet.
Yeah.
Ah, interesting. I would still rank the peri peri number 1.
I think this is number 2.
This is easily number 2, yeah, for sure. Dig it. Awesome. You can crush it. The final item is the milk tart. Again, this is sweet pastry crust and spiced milk custard. So a dessert item here. All right, here we go. Milk tart. Oh, new number 2. Well, maybe number 1. The cinnamon on top. This is fantastic.
Is that better than peri? Is that better than peri?
I mean, it's hard to compare dessert. It's apples and oranges here, but. All right, that just about does it for Africa here. We both enjoyed the peri peri chicken and the milk tart. So if you're coming here, definitely recommend those 2 items. I'd say everything was good though, right? Like
Oh yeah, the peri-peri chicken's definitely number one, and the milk tart's probably number two.
Yeah, I mean, sweet and savory, so can't go wrong with that. All right, let's move on. So we are crossing through Ireland and on the way to Hawaii.
Aloha.
Here we are in Hawaii. As you can see, a little information about the Loco Moco here, and Spam and pineapples. The new item in Hawaii is the Loco Moco. I've been to Hawaii and I love a Loco Moco, so I'm excited about that. And here we have the Loco Moco. The Loco Moco is a hamburger patty with a fried egg, sushi rice, and brown gravy on top. All right, let's dig into the Loco Moco. In Hawaii, Loco Moco is a very popular breakfast item. And I love seeing it here at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. Thumbs up for me. New item here. I'd say get it. This is good. I think I'm already filling up. I don't know how we're gonna get through the sampler card. We're moving on to margaritas and Mexico. Take a look at the bald eagles here. Now passing by the Wolf Haven, headed to the Mexico area. This is pretty cool. They have a photo op for Cinco de Mayo. Over by Lorikeet Glen is where you'll find margaritas. So you can get 3 different margaritas here, as well as Dos Equis and Golden Road Mango Cart. I've had both of those beers, so not in the mood for a margarita necessarily, so let's head on to Mexico. And here we are in Mexico. Mexico has 3 new items: a barbecue pork taco, a shredded beef taco, and a sopapilla cheesecake bar. And we have our food from Mexico. Here's the sopapilla cheesecake bar. This is a cinnamon sugar pastry dough and sweet cream cheese. Here is the barbecue pork taco. Also has queso fresco and pickled onions. And finally, we have the shredded beef taco, marinated citrus, soy shredded beef, queso fresco, cilantro, and mango salsa. All right, we're starting off with the shredded beef taco. Tacos are always good.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why I have to critique this, but it's a thumbs up. All right, barbecue pork taco. Okay, I think I like that a little more than the shredded beef, but they're about the same. And finally here in Mexico, the sopapilla. Little dessert option here at the Mexico booth. This is pretty good. Jay, you got to try this sopapilla.
Oh yeah.
Is it a thumbs up?
Definitely a thumbs up. Probably double thumbs up.
Wow, best dessert.
Best dessert.
It beats Africa.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I think we're about halfway through Food and Wine now and headed on into France. A little detour off the Food and Wine path. We had to pick up our free member wine glass at La Belle Wine Bar. So a nice little plastic blue wine glass here. And I went with it was advertised on a chalkboard or sandwich sign, the cotton candy bubbly. Cheers. Not for me, not for me. We've made it to the French Quarter, and this is where you can get a muffaletta, shrimp etouffee, a shrimp salad po' boy, which is what I got. Got some beignets, a bananas Foster cheesecake, some beer, wine, and a hurricane. The shrimp salad po' boy is a new item here at the French Quarter for Busch Gardens Food and Wine Festival. I gotta say, this is pretty hard to eat. Well, I'd say the shrimp salad po' boy is a little bit of a miss. I'd probably just go with those beignets if you're going to the French Quarter. Here comes Griffin. Next up we have Brazil, then Jamaica, and then Bar Castle Spirits. One thing I want to point out here in France is they have a stage here with some performances on Saturday and Sunday. I think these are local bands. Here we are at Brazil. You can get the churrasco. Always a popular item here, but the linguiça, abacaxi, arroz doce cremosa, which is what we're going with. That's new this year. Then you also have wine, cocktails, and a non-alcoholic refresher. And here's the arroz doce cremosa. This is a coconut rice pudding and cinnamon. All right, I found a bench in New France. It's getting to be a pretty busy day here. Try this pudding. This is good. It is very dense. This is going to be tough to get through, especially since I'm more than halfway through my journey here today for Food and Wine. So I like this, but I'd probably skip in favor of a better dessert like the one at Mexico, the cheesecake at Mexico. And at Brazil, definitely go for the churrasco and maybe the linguiça. I've had both of those in the past. Both are very good. You can't go wrong with some grilled beef or grilled sausage. All my guys just went by. Oh wow, I didn't even think about getting on the scoot today. The lock thing is running. Jamaica has a new item this year, the Toto rum cake, coconut cake, and sweet rum sauce. You can also get the Jamaican patty, the gamba fritters. I love the gamba fritters. The jerk chicken slider. They also have cocktails, draft beers, specialty beverages, and wines. Here's the Toto rum cake, which is a coconut cake with a sweet rum sauce. Oh, it's very, very hard to do this one-handed. Well, the coconut cake is also very dense and there's flakes of coconut in there. I thought it was pretty good. Still, that cheesecake in Mexico is my favorite dessert. Oh no, there used to be a man attached to the wall. I heard he was getting vandalized, so I guess that's why he was removed. We are moving on to Oktoberfest. Wow, Dark Coaster, 135-minute wait. It is nice they have a couple of ride vehicles out there so you can test the seat out. Now it's time for Bar Castle Spirits. I think there's a beer I need here. Over here at Bar Castle, they have a pimento cheese dip, a bourbon chocolate tart. I don't think I can do either of those because I'm full. They also have wine, cocktails, including the Loch Ness libation, and some draft beer. And I went with the Caramel Macchiato Stout from Old Busthead Brewing Company. This is a 5.8% ABV oatmeal stout. Okay, this is a very sweet stout, not really my style. I guess sweet is the theme of the day. I've been having a lot of desserts here. Over here in Oktoberfest now by Das Festhaus, and the Oompa Band is about to go on. It's almost 3:30, and I noticed that Oktoberzest, a new show, coming soon.
Please welcome to the stage the Das Festhaus Oompa Band.
So that's a little bit of the Oompa band inside Das Festhaus. And right across from Das Festhaus is where you'll find the herbal infusion. I'm skipping past herbal infusion, but you can get a new lemon thyme tart this year. They also have cocktails, a specialty beverage, and wine. Here's the Island Freeze. I'm also going to skip this one because they're out of the beer I wanted, but they have some salsa, chicharrones, some beer, and frozen cocktails, including the Loch Ness lemonade. I like what they did with the sign there, since all of their cocktails are frozen. Here we are at October Taps, where I believe the draft beer options rotate. You also have some cocktails. I think what I'm going to do is IPA head-to-head. So here we go. On the left is the Virginia Beer Co. Gorgeous Citra IPA, and on the right is the Smart Mouth Savage Mondo IPA. We'll try the Gorgeous Citra first. Now the Smart Mouth. This one is definitely darker, a little more orange. Wow, both beers really good. I got to give it to Virginia Beer Co. The Gorgeous Citra IPA is just, I guess it's a little more refreshing, a little lighter. And the other beer, the Smart Mouth beer, is a little more dank. But they're both really good.
And the way you like to dress, won't you come on over?
October Taps got quite a line now that the music started. Now we're gonna cross the bridge to Italy. And there goes a Rhine River cruise. Actually, I think that's the one thing I've never done at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. Goes Verbolten. And you have a nice view of Pantheon from the bridge here. Here's Verbolten about to drop. And on the other side of the bridge, you have the view of many attractions. The Rhine River Cruise in the foreground. There goes Loch Ness Monster. You have Alpengeist and Griffin also in view, as well as the Sky Ride going by. This is awesome. It's good to see everything operational. You have some live music here at the theater in Italy. All right, we've made it to Italy. I think I am still way too full, but I remember that giant meatball was fantastic. They also have caprese. The new this year is the Malta, I don't know if I can say this, Malta Gliati? Malta Gliati, I've never said that in my life. It has basil pesto, so I actually have to skip that. I have a weird kind of allergy thing. There's also lemon ricotta cake and wine here. I really want to try the turkey booth because it's new this year, but I don't think I have room. If only there was somebody, anybody that could help me out here. Well, look who it is.
I'm back.
Jay, can you help me with turkey? I don't know if I could eat another thing.
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's do it. And turkey has a kebab, a salatasi cement, a mosaic pasta tarif, a cocktail, a couple of wines, and a non-alcoholic beverage. All right, we are going Epcot style on top of a trash can since it's a busy day here. And we have the dinner kebab, or doner kebab, excuse me, the beef and lamb shawarma. Pita, tomato, feta, olive, and cucumber inside there. And also the koban salatasi, the salad. And this is tomato, feta, cucumber, olive, and mint salad. All right, Jay, All these people that are walking by want to know. They want to know how the shawarma is. How is the shawarma?
Shawarma's very good. Not spicy.
Yeah.
I don't think it's supposed to be.
All right, Jay. Is this a thumbs up? Should you use a sampler item on this?
Yes, definitely. I give it a thumbs up.
All right, you heard it here first, or maybe not. And I'm absolutely loving this salad. It is fantastic, very fresh, and a great option here at the new turkey kiosk. And we've made it to the last location at Food and Wine Festival, and it's South Korea, which has a chicken bulgogi, a beef bulgogi, barbecue pork ribs, a couple of cocktails, and a refresher, a non-alcoholic coffee. Gotta say, this smells amazing. And Jay has acquired the chicken bulgogi and a Fanta. There he is.
Oh, yeah.
You match your drink.
Good.
You and the orange shirt, the orange drink.
Pick this up with my fork, so I gotta eat it with my hands.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of the unprofessional way.
I'm not judging. All right, Jay, give us your review of the chicken bulgogi.
All right, this tastes like good pork chicken, like your average, barbecue chicken.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit of spice to it,
Yep.
but overall it's pretty good.
All right, would you use a sample on it?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Take the whole thing.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
And with South Korea, that completes our journey around Busch Gardens, Williamsburg for Food and Wine Festival 2024. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to Park Rovers and McVenture Coaster Vlogs, and we'll see you next time. I almost forgot, I have a bit of a hike to get back to the car. Escape from Pompeii is fully operational. We have a good view of the Scottish Highland cattle here. Love these guys. And we're back in England. A lot quieter here than at the start of the day. How is this TV possibly powered by Coca-Cola? It's good to see the stream operational here. World's most beautiful theme park. The ducks agree. I'm not sure when I'll be back, but it was a great day with food and wine and Loch Ness Monster.